With all the ways we have to make our bodies stronger, faster, and better, it's easy to lose sight of the one thing that makes humans truly super creatures, our brains. Your brain is so powerful, it can trick your body into doing really stupid things. Even things you know you shouldn't do, like playing with fire. So we set up a demonstration with expert firewalker, Julian Bergquist. Now remember, this is definitely something you do not want to try at home.
The dangers of firewalking are significant. People have even died at a firewalk. So there's an inherent risk to firewalking. And even though I've been trained to reduce those risks, in the end, it's a dangerous act. We can do a 12-footer if you like.
That length is good. That's fine.
There's 3 different views of firewalking. One is that science makes it possible. The second is that it's mind over matter. And the third is that somehow your God or divine force actually protects you in the firewalking moment. And people have believed that for hundreds of years in different cultures around the world.
To put these beliefs to the test, Julian will lead a group of volunteers across a bed of coals that is burning at nearly 1,000 degrees.
All right, well, here I go.
Not only does Julian make it across the fiery coals unscathed, but one by one, so do his guests. What does science have to say about this centuries-old stunt?
Wow.
Physics explains how heat energy flows from the embers into your feet. Every substance in nature contains a different amount of heat energy and has a different ability to conduct that energy from one place to another. Imagine you're baking a cake. Now, what's the temperature of everything inside the oven? The air is at 325. The cake's at 325. The cake pan is at 325. But when you put your hand inside the oven, only the pan will burn you because it has a high heat capacity and a good thermal conductivity. So when people do a firewalk, they walk on things that are like the cake. As long as they don't stand around and they don't have to take too many steps, they can make it across the embers.
Although physics can explain this seemingly superhuman feat, the reaction to it remains very human.
Physics decides whether you get burned or not. But what do you experience? That's a subjective matter. That has to do with the signals that your body sends to your brain, and they're the ones that tell you whether you're in pain.
The experience that people take away from firewalking is an expanded view of themselves, that they could actually do that even though they didn't think they could. And typically for that first 3-4 weeks after a firewalk, they're completely unstoppable.
But it isn't just the laws of physics that makes us super beings. It's our ability to understand those laws and overcome what we initially think are limitations. When most creatures see a fire, they decide not to walk through it. But once we learn why and how it won't hurt us, then we can accomplish the seemingly superhuman, thanks to perhaps our most super feature, our minds.